Touring's a huge part of your life. Crowds, laughter. When are you going to get back to it? Is it starting to open up now, right? Are you going to do some indoor shows soon?
Yes. Actually, the Comedy Store is open now, limited capacity. And I have to tell you, after a year of doing shows outside and dealing with everything from mosquitoes to helicopters to doing shows near like highways and stuff, to actually be inside and there's no distraction. I went on stage. I felt like I was on steroids. It was so easy. Like, I built back up my hell room muscles that I used to have when you first start out as a comedian. You basically do stand-up wherever they would let you. Like, I remember a long time ago, me and this buddy of mine, Rick D'Elia, did a...
Let me tell y'all something. I gotta say this. That sweater he has on, I might not have had the exact same brand because he's a superstar, got crazy money. That thing probably costs a lot. Mine didn't cost a whole lot at all, but I had a sweater very, very similar to that. It looked almost identical. It looked almost identical. I say almost because the collar part, I really can't see the collar part too much. But that bad boy was comfortable as sugar honey iced tea, man. Whew. Man, I'm thinking about that because I got the AC blowing on me downstairs in the basement, and I'm just thinking, man, that looked like a warm daggone, man, and this feel like summer outside around here, but in my basement, that sweater will come in handy, bro.
End up wherever they would let you. Like, I remember a long time ago, me and this buddy of mine, Rick D'Elia, did a show at the Fisherman's Feast in the North End in Boston, and we were so excited that Nick's Comedy Stop called us, like one of the main clubs, and we were like, oh my God, we're in, and it was like an afternoon gig. He was standing in the streets after like this band playing like Volare, whoa, and all these Italian women like hanging out the windows. Like, I felt like I was in like the Pope of Greenwich Village or something, and we had to go on up after that and just absolutely just bomb. Like, that's like the whole first 8 years of your career is like every third gig is as bad as that. So after you make it and you start selling tickets, you actually get worse. You're not as good because people, rather than having to get them, they're like yours to lose.
Yep.
And I kind of built that stuff back up again. So I don't know how long that'll last, but.
I feel like it's going to be, first of all, like a renaissance. I mean, I know it's not in either of our nature to be optimistic, but I keep thinking people have been.
Why? It's not in either of our nature to be optimistic. Why? What type of sad life do you have, man? Be optimistic. Things will get better. I don't care how much of a realist you are.
Either of our nature to be optimistic, but I keep thinking so many performers have been put on ice for so long.
Yeah.
That there's all this pent up frustration, observations, anger, and it's all going to come out in the arts in some great way.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a positive thing. I don't know. I just wish they'd get rid of CNN and Fox News and the ability to leave a comment on the internet. And I think if they just did that, everybody would kind of relax a little bit more. And there could be more sort of, you're on this side of it, I'm on that side, and sort of give each other and then enjoy each other's points more so than, all the capital letters. People typing and shit.
Yeah. Passive aggressive.
Because I am all over the map, though. I get I get that I'm a Trumpster. I get that I'm a socialist. I mean, it's literally all over the map.
But you make both sides angry.
I guess that's what I do. I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
All right.
No one's happy when you're talking.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my wife's new ringtone.
That's a pretty good one right there. I mean, you make everybody upset. No one's happy when you're talking. That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
I think that's going to be my wife's new ringtone. That's going to be her new ringtone.
All right. You can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Big Burr. Sorry.
On what?
I don't know. You can see Bill. You can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Bill Burr, the tour. When I later have a degenerative disease, they'll say that was when they knew that when I mispronounced that right there.
You get worried that it's already coming on?
I do sometimes.
I do too, yeah.
Whenever I mispronounce something, I think, oh, that's when it begins. This is now. Now is when it starts.
I see movies, and like a week later, I can't remember what happened. It's kind of cool because I can watch them again like it's the first time. But like, I can't.
I've always wanted to.
I do that too, man. That's some bullshit stuff, man. You watch something and you like somebody run up on you and they think they know you and they're having a full out conversation with you and you don't know them, but they know everything. Like they remember the last conversation and everything. You're just like, yeah. I think about whether or not I'm in that stage or early set or something like that too. My wife already think I'm there.
Place that will give me an operation that destroys the part of my brain that's seen Godfather 1 and 2, so I can see it again for the first time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Come back again. What if you had, sorry, did I not give you the reaction you wanted?
No, you looked horrified, which is appropriate. Can you imagine if I had a big scar right here and I was running a fever all the time and you said, what happened? I went, I had the part of my brain that I've seen Godfather 1 and 2 destroyed, but it also attaches to my speech center.
Well, no, when my brain went, it was like, well, there's drugs you can take that will destroy that part of your brain and
Right.
everything becomes new again. But I don't know if you even understand the context of it. I've been watching a bunch of, and listening to a bunch of music from the 70s and movies from the 70s, just simply because that's when I was a kid, and I feel like that's before whatever happened to me. And so I go back there, not like that was the greatest time, but I came over, I came over listening to the Dirty Harry soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's wild. You feel like you're gonna go solve a case. Then there's this weird woman's voice going like, whoa, like this weird sort of drugged out white thing.
I know exactly that. I know that soundtrack well.
Yeah. So
By the way, one of the most fun things I've done, just in the last couple of years, was you called me up when you were playing the Forum, and you said, "Come on down. I have a drum kit, and I'm with some musicians. And before I do my show at the Forum, we get to screw around in this amazing space." So I came down. You said, bring your guitar, and we had a blast. You're a great drummer. It was really fun.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That was great. That was really fun.
I'm a comedian, but
That's news. Never heard that before. That's news. My brother. Hey. I always aspired to play drums. Notice I didn't say I play drums as well. I don't. But I've always aspired to. I've tried. I've played them horribly many times, in front of many, many, many people. That's because I'm shameless. Life is for living, you know?
Really fun.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That was great. That was really fun.
For a comedian, but yeah, we had Dean Del Rey, Michael Devon. I'm trying to remember the people. We had a mix of comedians.
Yeah.
Failed musician comedians,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like real deal guys like Michael plays with everybody played in like White Snake and all that stuff
Yeah.
before all this crap happened.
He could play everything. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So there's a clip. I wish if I could find it on one of my phones. We did Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love, and there was some guy who had like the Van Halen like tribute guitar, and he, was crushing the solo. You came down. What'd you play? Van Morrison? It was such a great time.
I think I played Van Morrison, yeah.
We ended up playing for like almost, it felt like 3 hours, and I
Yeah.
had such a good time. And then when I stood up,
That's
I had
what's
no
up.
energy left.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
For like almost, it felt like 3 hours, and I
Yeah.
had such a
Trying to see if I know any of them. Wow, Conan is tall. How tall is Conan? God dang, Conan is tall. And so is Bill. Sheesh.
good time. And then when I stood up, I had no energy left, and I was like, oh my God, did I just blow it?
You got to do a
Yeah,
show
now
at
I
the
have
Forum.
to do the show, but fortunately, the fear of screwing that up becomes like adrenaline.
Yes.
And I was able to go out there, yeah, I forget what that sounds like, even having like a crowd. So
Right. We'll get back to it.
Yeah,
We'll
hopefully.
get back to it.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I get this. All right, you can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Bill Burr, the tour. For full tour dates, visit BillBurr.com. And The Mandalorian, of course, available on Disney+. Massive conglomerate. No one here is getting that money. Bill Burr.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that sub button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van. Now we are all the LFR family. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. And I do agree with what he does. He's called Trump names. He has called Melania names. He has called Obama names. He has definitely called Michelle Obama names. So, hey, to do this, anybody can get it. I respect anybody like that. In my book, he's a legend. Love y'all.